special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game. And they reacted poorly on that one.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake. Brady. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll run it with Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Here's Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I'd love to sit down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone. Tight end is obviously a big threat, yet these guys continue to make plays. Is there any other way to stop them?
Apparently not. In the red zone, like you said, that's your guy. They got it to him.
Supreme confidence in going to a playmaker.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Crosby on now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Play action. Now it's Brady. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And this will be a Packers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Rodgers. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And a good quarterback Facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Levante David in on the tackle. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Second and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cobb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will give them a 12-point lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. To throw, it's Brady. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. 1st and 10. Here's Brady. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy?
Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Rashawn Gary able to drop him for a loss of a couple. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Off play action. Brady. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Come on. You better bring it. Mike part 9. Mike part 9. Here it comes. Regular. Hey,
the final shot before half for Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On 1st down, Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. A handoff to Fournette, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From way up at the 23. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
8 yards to go on second down. Now Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And here's Jones again on second down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A run there on first down, and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Jones. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Mercedes Lewis. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Brady now on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Rasul Douglas picks it. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now it's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's taken down inside the 30. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to go down here, but We also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5.